Good afternoon, Valpo. My name is Monsieur, and joining me in the booth today is
Vector.
had some pretty with a NECC week bye. I know this is the first time you're seeing us in a little second, but we're back with week 6 of the GLEC Conference League versus Cleary University. We're going to get started with draft in just a moment. But I know that Vector, have you been able to see the new patch recently at all while
I
we wait?
haven't. Do you want to run down a little bit of what's new?
Sure. So a bunch of champions, as always, kind of got adjusted. Specifically, the champion of the day that is of conversation is Swain. For those of you who don't know, Swain's kit most of the time was based around his ultimate, his like demonic raven form, I guess is like the better term to say. And what would happen is you'd be able to send out like one Nova Blast during the ult that would just do a lot of damage. But Riot decided they wanted to change that, and so they kind of adjusted his kit to be more user friendly in terms of both his ultimate and in terms of just his like missile speed. So specifically on that E, instead of it taking forever to come back, it is like a lot more common missile speed than with
All right, so we're moving into the ban phase for Valpo. Valpo taking out Udyr and Aphelios.
good solid two picks, and we see Cleary responded with the Zac ban. I definitely know that Super Bear might be a little upset by that. We see Valpo with the final ban on the Shen, and Cleary responds with an Aurora and Syndra ban.
I feel like Valpo kind of always struggles against Shen, so it's kind of a relief to see it get banned. Udyr's just like been one of the best champions of the game for a really long time now, so that's kind of a standard ban. And we're gonna see Diadem on his signature Ziggs. That's been one of his breakout champions in bot lane this semester.
Yeah, Ziggs is just so strong, especially with Valpo consistently playing around Void Grubs and trying to always get 6. That plus the Ziggs 25% turret detonation just absolutely shreds towers. And we see Cleary responding with a Sivir Rakan pick. Interesting.
I'm not sure who Steamroller is going to bring out here. Probably somebody with a decent bit of peel to keep the Rakan off of Ziggs, who kind of struggles to defend himself sometimes. Yeah, there. I mean, there we go. Nautilus. That's kind of perfect for that role.
Yep, throw the hook, throw the point and click CC with the ultimate, and then able just to help space the Ziggs out pretty nicely. And we're gonna see the J4 come out from Super Bear. Again, one of a really comfortable picks. Feels kind of like deja vu. I feel like we see usually these top 3 picks almost all the time back to back in multiple of the games that we've seen this.
And the Ziggs Jarvan ultimate combo is really funny. So I'm glad you get to see that one this game.
Yep, Jarvan puts up his wall, and then Ziggs throws the bomb in the wall, and it's a quick and easy damage kill. We do see the Sejuani from Cleary and Vector. I want to get your opinion. J4 versus Sedge. Who like would normally win that matchup?
Well, you wouldn't really want to 1v1 Jarvan as Sejuani because he's going to like shred your armor and then kind of beat you up because you don't really have a ton of damage outside of your initial burst. But I think in a 2v2, you don't want to fight Sejuani as Jarvan because Sejuani's 2v2 potential is way stronger than her 1v1 potential. Because instead of one freeze, you get two, and that's just way more damage you can put out there.
Okay.
And Rakan last year did actually technically get changed to a melee champion, so he can stack Sejuani's passive.
Oh, I didn't. Thanks for letting me know. I had no clue that
That was
he
a
got
that was
changed.
a big change for Sejuani players.
So we're seeing from Cleary at least a good synergy then between the Sedge and the Rakan, and then obviously the Sivir spell shield. But we are going to finally see, looking into the final picking bands, Velpa will respond with a Yode set pick, and then Cleary responds with the Darius Camille pick. So 4 out of 4 mainly going, it looks like for the top lane. Well, I should say 3 out of 4. Yone can go mid, but it wouldn't be uncommon to see him in the top lane either. And Cleary's going to go for a board pick here. Again, melee champion for Sedge, able to stack it, but also again kind of being that potential like raid boss carry if Clear is able to get ahead in the top lane. But that it
Yeah,
will. Oh, go ahead.
I think it's a little weird that they decided to pick top first out of their two picks because like I understand their thought process because like Jakimbo is like our scariest player if you look at the ranks, but I feel like getting counterpicked top lane is just such a huge disadvantage. And is Aatrox good like that into Mordekaiser? Like, does Aatrox beat Mord?
I I definitely think it's gonna be rough. I think maybe once you get first item, Aatrox would lose because of that Rylai's. But also, again, Mord will steal some of the core stats. But again, Aatrox has so much Omnivamp. Mord also
Yeah, he
limits
doesn't have a
himself
ton to
to
steal.
evading.
Yeah,
So, but interesting to see the Corki pick from what'll probably be from Jakimbo. We haven't seen him be on Corki recently, as Corki's kind of been in a really weird spot, but the meta has shifted this patch. One of the major champions that got a buff was in fact Corki, so we'll be excited to see where that goes. And finally, we're going to see the cast pick in the Cleary. Feels like on paper a good counter pick, just because if Corki's hitting you with his W, Cass
yeah,
immediately knows when to throw her ultimate.
it'll be interesting to watch.
So with that being said, the draft is over, and we're gonna obviously highlight our starting players. In the top lane, it's Dreadful, Jungle, Super Bear, mid, Jakimbo, bot, Diadem, and rounding out the team, the Law on support. All right, but with that being said, the draft looks really interesting. Vector, do you have any kind of final comments on the draft for both teams?
I was talking earlier about the Sejuani 2v2 potential. Uh, Definitely, I think they would lose it mid lane. The jungle mid 2v2. I think Sejuani loses that one here because she doesn't have anybody else's stack or passive. But the Mord Sejuani 2v2 is really crazy. So they'll have to be careful about trying to play her on top.
Okay, so Valpo wants someone they want to kind of be able to force Sejuani for a counter gank mid, if anything,
Yeah.
and then try the best to make sure that Dreadful's playing safe enough that Cleary doesn't think that they can get a good gank in. All right, well, with that being said, we are going to cut to a quick break before we get started with game one. We will catch you soon, Beacons.
Welcome back, Beacons, to Game 1 of our series versus...
Cleary.
And we see Valpo moving as 5 through the bushes. They might be looking for an invade here with their Nautilus, so this could be a fun one. I think this Sivir is about to get...
About to get...
I think Sivir is about to die.
Sivir might get shredded. We see the law coming in. We see that the ward is...
Oh no, Sivir. Oh, that was so
frames.
close.
Oh, but we do see
Oh
the
no,
Rakan.
oh no. Rakan, run away. Run away, Rakan.
All right, Valpo is just going to be able to take dominance. We are going to see that the responding from the cast, she is going to be in Valpo's topside jungle, preparing for maybe a catch out of Dreadful.
Uh-oh. Dreadful, be careful. Be careful, Dreadful.
Oh.
Oh, but what's going on?
He's preparing. He sees them. He sees, and
What
it's
is
a
happening?
3v3.
I'm scared. Oh,
I am too. Dreadful's gonna hit a Q1, chunking out the Sejuani for about like 4% health.
They're just playing with the broadcasters. Oh god! Oh my God! Wait, Cassiopeia's trapped in the pit.
She has the bird flash.
That's crazy.
And Valpo Esports will take the first summoner spell at about 1:40. So even with Grubs and Hextech Dragon, it doesn't look like we're gonna see Cassiopeia flash up for a while. And since she can't buy
that
boots,
is crazy. That is why did she walk into the pit?
It's fine. The enemy cast had to know something that we don't.
True.
And with Valpo is going to, with this team, against Cleary specifically, Valpo is going to take the level 2 lead in the bot lane. We do see Super Bear in the brush looking for a potential gank, and because Cass...
Oh, he hit the extension. Is he gonna die?
He is going to die, but Jakimbo is going to get the kill, and the wave is going to be kind of quite scuffed in Cleary's in Valpo's favor, I should say.
I think that's one of the things that Super Rare still has a little bit to learn on Jarvan is how not to die when you do stuff like that. Because I think a lot of the time we see him get a kill early, but he'll usually die for it. But this is a good engaged bot lane. Ignite coming out for Valpo.
No summoners used by Cleary for that fight, which is kind of interesting.
Well measured. They kept a level head during that.
All right, Valpo does hit level 3 first, the spell shield does proc, giving Sivir getting just enough to be able to survive. And the scuffle does start between top laners. If DNM can hit a good Q, they might see the end for Sivir. Nope, Sivir's gonna survive with just a fraction of health.
And DNM is just about out of mana now, and we see Sivir bot lane looking for something. Not gonna find it.
I was gonna say the DNM and the law have plenty of health, but again, Ziggs with no mana is not a good champion where you want to be at.
Yeah, not even really a champion at all at level 3.
No, not at all. But we are gonna see again. Valpo is just gonna take Valpo does have lane dominance here, and for one of the few times we are gonna see that Valpo is ahead in CS towards the bot. Actually, in every lane. Top lane up by 9, mid lane up by 9, 80s or support up by 13.
Perfectly tied in the jungle.
And so even though Valpo had to give up their first kill, even if Valpo had to give up first blood for a trade, we do see in the gold scoring that Valpo is 800 gold ahead.
It's not a bad spot to be in. About 5 minutes into the game.
No, it's really not. And again, especially because if you see Jakimbo hasn't backed yet to spend any of his gold, and with being 10 CS and a kill up, or 10 CS and a kill, that's almost 500 gold. That's an amp tome, or I guess almost 2 long swords. And with Jakimbo clearing vision, we are gonna see Diadem cycle up to the mid wave, preparing Valpo for the first Void Grubs.
Grubs, grubs, grubs. Valpo's a big fan of prioritizing grubs this season. Does that seem to be the meta? Is go for grubs over first dragon?
I think so. The, Valpo knows how to use the grubs, so I think that's the reason why. If Valpo didn't, or if Valpo wasn't like a really, especially with the Ziggs, like what are you doing with your champion if you are not if you aren't getting towers?
What are pros prioritizing? Like, if you've watched any pros, do they generally go grubs first or dragon first, or does it kind of depend on your team?
It seems like it depends on your team. I've like watched a few Worlds games, and quite honestly, I've been watching their mechanics rather than like what objectives they're going. But I would say for the most part, if it's usually like Ocean, Mountain, or Infernal, they don't care. But if it's Hex Tech, usually you start to see a desire for maybe Hex Tech over the first grubs. And then hopefully, and then whichever team obviously has any advantage will usually try to get 6 Void Grubs, because again, it's just so strong. We do see that Sivir and Rakan are on their way towards mid, so it can be a 5v4. This does mean that Jakimbo will either need the TP or he'll start being able to get tower damage. One of the two. And with DNM continuing to poke, Dreadful also continuing just to have fun and initiate some fun little trades. Dreadful does have to be careful here as Moore does have a full shield up. And
how is he down a level? How did that happen?
Wait, no, actually, wait, now I'm confused too.
He's up by like 15 CS. How did he get down? How did he get down a level?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Yeah,
that's just strange.
I was like, and Moore doesn't have an extra XP passive like Nyla, so it'll all be fine. Maybe just I don't know. There's no actual way to describe it. But looking at Vision, because Vision is always a thing of contention, we do see from Cleary's end that Sivir has both wards available, and Valpo has wards up. It looks like everyone has just placed one. And we are going to see the Law. Vision, I guess, is not important when we have a fight going in. Law finds the Sivir, able to start chunking. The boomerang from Sivir doing some major damage. The W, we see Super Bear come in with the gank. We see the flash from Rakan. Not enough to get out of Super Bear.
Come out. I think that would have probably killed somebody there.
I think we might see it now. We might see it.
What?
Why is Sivir still fighting there? We see the Law at that. All right, we see the flash. All right, double flash. But Sivir burned both. Sivir ghosted and then immediately flashed. So absolutely amazing play from Valpo there. Also, we didn't mention it in the cast, but Valpo also is now up. Valpo did get all 3 Void Grubs successfully, and now Super Bear is on Dragon.
Yeah, it's 8 minutes 40 seconds. Valpo is up by around 3,000 gold.
Which is yeah.
You don't want to see that as a Cleary fan. That is not good.
No, and especially the gold getting funneled towards J4 is just really, really strong. Super Bear does need to be slightly careful here, as Cleary could look for people going in, especially because DNM and the Law didn't back, and unfortunately it was the Rakan. It was the Rakan that was. And Super Bear being a little troll there.
The CS gap in the lanes for Valpo is really quite a lot. I think that Jakimbo, Sejuani definitely could have killed Jakimbo there. I think there's a little bit of nerves for Sejuani there, not going for that kill, because like an ult definitely would have killed Jakimbo if it hit.
Oh, agree 100%. And even right now, we see that there's like almost 3.5 people bot side for a half health Nautilus. And even though Ziggs was able to back,
Mord keeps walking backwards to try and get out of the Aatrox chain, which is a little weird.
Yeah, you walk to the side.
You walk sideways because it's shorter. But I mean, the CS gap is pretty standard across the lanes for Valpo. It's CS in the 80s versus CS in the 60s for the Cleary, which is not good. Dreadful's still down a level. Maybe it's because he backed. I don't know. Maybe he's backed more than once.
A bad back timing, maybe. Well, I think so. I think it might be because he has pickaxe 2, longswords, and boots versus just Mord who has blasting 1. But again, we need the we need the experts to come in and be able to explain to us why, even though Dreadful is up almost over 30 CS, that he's now only on level par. We are going to see that Super is going to take it. We are going to see that. Oh, we are going to see that
Oh yeah,
Jakimbo is going
Sejuani
to
is
throw
gonna
it out.
die here.
And Jakimbo is able to get the final hit off. Again, they do got to be careful here for the Sedge turning, or for the stun, which does find 2 members of Valpo, Jakimbo and Dreadful. But we are going to see though that Jakimbo is not going to be able to. His ult is not going to be able to do enough damage to kill Cassio, but that is going to allow Valpo to get a perfect 6 scrubs and first dragon. We mentioned earlier.
I mean, if you're Cleary right now, you either have to completely stop fighting and just like try and because you have some hard scalers on Cleary. Like you have Mord, Sejuani, Cassiopeia, Sivir. Like those are really hard scaling champions. So your choices are kind of like stop fighting, give up some objectives, just farm up, don't die. What's going on?
We're seeing an extended fight. We do see that Mord. It does look like Mord burned TP, then flash, then ult.
But Dreadful also has no flash, no TP, no ult. So I think that's positive for Zelios here. That's kind of. I mean, that might be one way for Cleary to stay in the game here. Is just get a fed Mordekaiser. Like that's certainly one way to do it.
I was gonna say I have to agree, and well, we also see that it does look like Mord is gonna kind of delay his first item, but so he can get Thornmail or not Bramble Vest.
That's super helpful against Aatrox because all his damage comes from autoing you. Yeah, that was definitely a bad back timer because he has Eclipse now. He had so much gold sitting there.
Yeah, I think he just wasn't expecting them to go. I think all in like that. We are going to see the Diadem and the Law are kind of pushed up with no vision in the river. We see the Sedge coming in for a potential gank.
But we have 2 people coming down from mid for a counter gank, which is good timing. But
right.
Yeah, this is going to be a big. Oh.
The Law doesn't find.
Oh, that is a big Jarvan ult.
But we see that.
Oh my God, it's a massacre.
And we're going to see the Cass team. We're going to see a Cass for a kind of a. I guess Cass thought that they were going to. A late TP. I think she also thought that like they were just going to be able to survive longer.
Yeah.
But the power of the actual triple combo of the Super Bear ult into the Law ult into the Diadem ult, just absolutely ensuring that all of them were just going to get absolutely
with Corki there too. Corki has so much AoE damage.
Oh yeah, the Corki W really.
Get out of there, man. Yeah, you got to get out of there.
Oh, we are going to see.
Oh, he's got Eclipse. He's got Eclipse. That's going to hurt him. That's going to do some damage to that Mordekaiser.
And Mort's ult is almost up. Again, Dreadful doesn't know. Dreadful might not know the hyper specifics of how many seconds, but it definitely is going to be close. It does look like Valpo is just going to try to shove. Valpo's going to shove the tower.
Oh no, Cassio.
Diadem's definitely low, but Diadem is going to be able. Diadem is able to find the pick, or Diadem and Valpo are able to find the pick and get the tower and Cass.
And I think this is going to be Dragon for Valpo, which spawns in 2 seconds now.
Does look like it. Valpo now being up right around 7,000 gold. Again, an absolutely astronomical number. Valpo does have to make sure they actually spend this gold, as it's not helpful without it. As gold doesn't do anything if it's sitting in your bank. But we are going to see, it looks like Cleary is going to respond by taking Rift, while Valpo is taking Dragon. All in all, not a good look by Cleary, as if you're behind, you got to look for cross-map plays. And this one is one that you can get pretty decently.
I mean, the gold lead has grown to 7,000. It's about to get a little more.
And yeah, with the tower going down.
7,500. Oh, there's a Rakan in that bush.
All right, Diadem and the Law do have to be slightly careful again, as there are 3 people there. But with that being said, with the take of the Infernal Dragon, we do see that it is Cloud Soul. Again, if you're a Valpo fan, you should notice a pattern. Whenever Cloud Soul appears, is usually usually a good sign for Valpo. Not even just because it's nice, like it's almost a universal. Everyone likes movement speed, but it usually just does. It feels like it just synergizes extra well. All right, with this being said, we're seeing Valpo and Cleary looks like looking what they want to do next. Sejuani is the one who has Rift Herald, and with her being in the jungle right now, no, she's not specifically looking to try to force it anywhere, but we do see that the Law and Diadem again pushed up slightly trying to crash the second wave, so if we could see a potential collapse on them. We do see the Rakan going in, the Law does land a hook, and as we see some abilities being thrown by both sides. The Cass is able to assist, but it does look like Valpo is responding by kind of going up to the top side, maybe looking for a 4-man collapse onto Mord.
It's kind of rough timing to take the Rift Herald because, yeah, we are gonna see this collapse on a Mord. Try and take the top tower. Mord's backing up. Smart choice, but this is kind of bad timing to have a Rift Herald in your inventory because you want to drop Herald kind of organically while you're already trying to push because an objective's coming up. You drop it, and that kind of makes it really hard for the enemy team to go for the objective. Oh, classic mistake from Sivir. That's
Sivir overextended.
Yeah. You can't flash Jarvan's Q knockout when he has his ult up because he's just going to put you in his little box.
And Cass unfortunately found out the hard way. And Jakimbo picking up yet another kill. Increasing his lead pretty astronomically. Again, he has Boots of Swiftness and Collector. Cass can't build boots. For those of you who don't know, is it just because she doesn't have feet? Is that what
snakes don't have feet? Nami can build boots though.
And like
Vel'Koz can build boots. Actually, he can wear his boots on his tentacles, so.
Fair enough, but
Nami can wear them on the fish flippers. I guess Cass is the only one who couldn't wear 2 boots.
No, I think she should. I think the funny thing could be her getting boots, but they were half price.
Half price boots because she can only get 1 shoe.
Yeah, she gets 1 boot. 1 boot for the snake tail.
That's a good idea. I'm on board for that one.
But I also know that any Cass player might love that because then that means they get even more movement speed.
Half price boots, half stats.
Yeah, maybe that's something, you know, instead of having to just buy like, maybe that's what it is. Instead of buying like, you buy regular boots and you buy like your fancy boots of whatever it is, either Ionias, Mercury treads, plated steel caps. You just buy like 1 boot and then the full purchase is 2 boots. It's just a pair of boots. I don't know, maybe wishful thinking.
Things are kind of quiet around the map right now with not a lot of objectives up. We've got Dragon coming up in a minute 30, Herald, Baron in about 2 minutes. But yeah, Jakimbo is just running down the enemy ADC bot lane. I mean, that was pretty free. That was like, oh, I don't even think we needed this TP. I think he probably had this on his own.
I think so too.
Look at that damage.
Oh, we are.
What is she doing? Where is she going?
She's gonna flash ult, but not be able to find it to make use of it. We might see a more.
What?
We're gonna see the Mord
Oh my
ult
god!
here.
What is going on?
We're gonna see the Mord ult here, which is I think a fair one to prevent the tower being taken. Super Bear though is an absolute
Valpo, chill.
That does hurt to see, but again, Mord did commit ult. Super Bear didn't. Also, something I don't know if you noticed, but they changed. Another thing they changed is that they changed item bounties, but it looks like I might have to talk about that in a second, as Valpo is just going to absolutely destroy the bottom tier 2 turret.
What is an item bounty?
Or sorry, just the bounties in general.
Okay, that makes sense.
Bounty.
I was like,
Yeah, you know, item bounties, you know, if you build Rylai's, you get 500 gold back. It's like cash back
10% off, yeah.
That could be interesting though, like if
discounted items every game.
Yeah, like every game there's like, you know, like a few, like out of the 10, you know, they run like the 2 most common items and they're like, oh, it's a 10% item off. That actually would not be fun at all.
Some of the least popular items. But that's basically just what they should do in patch notes.
Yeah, just reduce the gold price.
Just buff them.
But again, it makes it feel more special if you say sale, flash.
Randomized stat increases and decreases.
All right,
that's what we're talking. It's like a bargain bin.
It's an arena
those
game.
$5 Walmart DVD buckets.
Oh, the good DVD, the good Wii game, the good like Nintendo DS or like Wii games.
I mean, how did that Herald didn't even like do
That
half
Herald-
to the tower.
there's just
Valpo
no.
just needs to run to engage on this. Sewer is going over the wall. He better not ult this Mordekaiser.
All right, and Super Bear.
He
Oh,
does not worth the ult of Mordekaiser.
the triple stun though is worth a lot, and the reason why I was saying that is you can see the bonus bounty.
I mean, I think as soon as they see Sivir bot side, they're gonna go Dragon. Maybe okay, actually maybe they didn't notice.
I also think they might just have a lot of gold to spend.
Yeah. Let's watch the items.
Yeah, I was gonna say we see the Horizon focus, or sorry, we see the Luden's companion being bought. We see
He
the
built
BF
that.
sword.
He built that first, I think. I think
Oh,
he
he-
just bought his Archangels.
Archangel staff. Okay, thank you. But I was gonna say in the corner, instead of bounties being like perfectly linear now, they are slightly adjusted in terms of to take account gold, XP, and all that. So like you can see in the corner at 2030 when Super Bear killed Mordekaiser, it's a bonus of 155 gold. It's now a kind of a scaling gold difference. So no longer necessarily just a big boost, but something relatively small. With that being said, though, it's still we see on for people watching, we see that once again Cass keeps getting caught out. Jakimbo being 802. Currently, there are 3 players on Valpa's team who can earn progression towards the unkillable Demon King. That being Corgi, Ziggs, and Nod.
I mean, this is kind of Jakimbo's game, and we're just all living in it.
We're in his fantasy.
He's 8-0 on a champ that can definitely carry. Like that's kind of hard to come back from.
And then we're gonna, as Valpo's able to secure the Baron, we are gonna see that Dreadful will get his level 14. I know we've been talking about it for a while, but yeah, Dreadful's up 30 CS, and yet still down in level XP compared to Mordekaiser.
Just the mysteries of the universe, you know.
We'll have to research it and see if we can figure it out when we get back to you for the next game. With that being said, though, Valpo is up almost 12,000 gold. What does Valpo just need a 5-man push somewhere or 1-4? What are we thinking?
Yeah, I think they're gonna 1-4 with Baron here, and that is gonna be it for Cleary. I don't see a way they can stop this here. Dreadful's gonna tie Aatrox up in the bot lane. The other 4 are gonna go mid. They can't win a 4v4. They can't win the 1v1. I'd be surprised if they could win a 2v1 against Dreadful with anybody else but Sejuani. But yeah, I mean, I don't see a way that this. I don't see a way this goes well for Cleary at all.
The only problem for Valpo is that Cleary does have pretty good wave clear, so even the enhanced super minions just aren't able to allow them to get many turret shots off for free. We see the ice come out from
I
Sejuani.
think they're gonna take this mid turret here, and that's gonna be the first domino that falls for Clear here.
Oh, we are gonna see the Law
yep,
does find
yep.
Outlier. We see the bomb come out from
My
Diadem.
God.
Dreadful is ulting. Jakimbo is in the circle
I mean,
from Mord, but it's not the Mord circle.
Jakimbo just
Not
autoed
enough.
that Mordekaiser to death.
And it
That game's over.
And Valpo will nearly finish, trying to get a few extra kills for the stats. But Valpo is going to take an extremely strong game 1,
a 15,000 gold lead,
and ending at just above 24 minutes. So Vector, what do you think of that last game?
I mean, that was kind of just exactly what you need to do as Valpo. You just get gold on your carry, help them snowball. Valpo moved around the map and farmed really well that game. I will definitely give a lot of credit for that. So next game it'll be up to Cleary to see if they can kind of not give up an early lead, and if they do, kind of try and stem the bleeding a little bit.
I 100% agree. Absolutely amazing plays from Valpo, having complete control of the map, and especially the Law consists. Nautilus kind of almost being like the MVP there for a while, being able to find amazing picks that Jakimbo was just able to play off of and absolutely style onto Cleary. With that being said, we're going to take a quick break to get ready for game 2, and we will catch you all in just a few short minutes.
right, welcome back, Beacons. I'm here with a very special guest. We have Jakimbo here on cast for Game 2.
Hey there.
They've started draft already, so we're gonna be headed to draft really quick. So, what are your
Yep.
thoughts on these bands?
It looks like Valpo went with the same bands as last time. Cleary. Did they swap out Syndra for Ziggs, I assume, because I'm out?
Yeah.
My most played Syndra, of course, so. Swapped it out, but they left Aurora Ban in, probably for Jacob. And oh, we did practice Nocturne Aurora before too, so
How do they know?
they know.
How do they
I don't
know?
know. We only practiced it once.
Must have a worm, a
Yeah.
mole.
Mole. Nocturne B1. I know Chance has been wanting to play it. Excited to see it in this game.
What do you think Cleary's gonna respond with for this one?
I assume Jungle AD. Or maybe they'll take Nautilus away because their sup either plays Nautilus or Khan. Oh, Lucian. Inami?
That's kind of a classic combo. Wouldn't surprise me if we saw it. Decent peel for a Nocturne coming in.
I haven't seen it in a while though. Lucian has been played mid a lot more than bot, so it could be either or. I'd be surprised if they slammed it mid though. It's either
Be a flex.
Yeah, it's either a flex or they're gonna slam Nami for it. So it's just going bot. So Valpo should just respond with bot lane here. I don't think we have anything high prio in the top lane or in the mid lane that we need to pick away.
Well, they did just drop. They did just drop the Nami. They did just drop the Nami. Ezreal. How's the Ezreal matchup in Dilution?
You just outrange them, so it's very nice to just sit back, scale up. Ori. Oh, Ori Nocturne.
Nocturne
Yeah.
Orianna. That's
the high
funny.
prio because Simon has been practicing Ori, but I don't think we've gotten to play it a lot. So this will be very fun to watch. The good old Nocturne ult in Ori scoop them all up combo.
So you're our mid laner. What are your thoughts on our kind of rookie mid laner this season? You think he's how's he doing? How's he doing?
He's doing great. He's honestly doing really good. Obviously he hasn't gotten a lot of games to shine, but he's honestly like a really high rank, especially for a rookie coming in. So I'm excited to see him play. I'm excited to see him get better as he's here longer. So
I mean that the thing I most remember from him playing last was that clutch as Silas. Like
yeah, no,
that
he's
was crazy.
definitely he's
That
got
was
that clutch
crazy.
factor in him. He's very strong, but I'd say the only issue is we just need to grind out some of the solo queuish stuff and get better at communicating between mid and jungle. But that obviously comes with time playing together. We'll see. Cleary locked in Skarner, which is an incredibly strong jungle right now.
Yone ban. Interesting. I mean,
think
Yone is
Skarner's-
really good right now, right? Wasn't Yone one of the best champs already, and then they just buffed him?
Yeah, he was already really strong, and then they buffed him, and then they nerfed him last patch, but it was like 1% off of his W, which is like the smallest nerf you could give to a champ that strong. So we'll see.
Mord banned this game. Uh,
Don't want to play into it. It seems they need some AP damage through top mid.
so you were in last game. We noticed last game that despite Dreadful being massively up on CS for most of the game, he was down a level. Do you know why he was down? Like, this is not even shade at like Dreadful. We're just confused. Like,
I don't
why
know.
did that happen?
I did see he was up CS, but he did. I think he did die in lane one time, which probably gave Mord a little bit of an XP boost. But I don't know.
You guys were really
We're
far
far
up on
ahead.
CS across the
Yeah.
board. You guys had a 15,000 gold lead at the end of the game.
Dang, I didn't even know that. And Cleary's gonna lock in LeBlanc. I know I was scared of that last game a little bit just because it's a champ I'm unfamiliar with. I know LeBlanc into Oriana's like LeBlanc just wants to go in and assassinate you. Oriana wants to stay back at a range. It's hard to play into LeBlanc as Ori, at least in my experience.
At least it's not LeBlanc support.
At least it's not
At
LeBlanc
least
support.
it's not
We don't
LeBlanc
have a
support.
we don't have a good history into LeBlanc support, but LeBlanc mid, hopefully we have a better chance. And then Seraphine Ornn from Valpo. Oh, we have Adam in this game as well. Very strong on the Ornn. And Eamon on Steamroller, the Law,
The
some
Law.
might call him.
Some
On
might call
Seraphine, I
him.
don't see him on Seraphine a lot.
Yeah, so we've got Super Rare on Nocturne. All right, we're back. We're back to the cast review. So, what are your thoughts on the draft for this game?
I think Valpo's draft is very strong. I think Seraphine and Ornn, our last two picks into their team comp, actually kind of really rounded out a lot, really helped them with the engage from LeBlanc Skarner's set, just wanting to really walk straight at you. So I think Valpo's got a little bit of an edge, but I'm excited to see how it goes.
All right, so we're going to send the stream to break as things get rolling, and we'll be back with Game 2 of our series versus Cleary. back with Game 2 of our GLEC series versus Cleary. Looks like we're just going for a more standard 3-point this game, a 5-point, without the Nautilus to invade.
Yeah, played a little more safe this time. Our team comp is a lot more long range, so if we walk into a stacked bush, it would not be in our favor.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Dance at mid lane, they're just hanging out, having a good.
Looks like we're all just hanging out. LeBlanc's got an eye on Nocturne. And he's gonna walk right out, all fine and dandy.
Beefing. Some beef going on here.
Ooh. Ooh. Little bit of beef. Set doing his classic sit-ups.
I mean, that's just one of the best dance emotes in the entire game.
Easily one of the best, and one of the more spammable emotes. Let's get those crunches in. We have Skarner and Nocturne both starting on their blue sides.
Skarner with the bot lane leash. Help my boy out.
Help my boy out. Let him get that clear quicker. 'Cause last time, Super Bear was up on farm after the full clear, I believe, even though he ganked mid. A little bit of back and forth down bot. See Blake staying far back, just trying to connect some Qs, get poke onto Lucian Nami.
That's the Ezreal plan. Is just stay back, Hail Mary some Qs.
Send one on Nami, I believe.
Get him.
Yeah. And bots one.
Oh.
Oh. Big damage coming in from Seraphine there. Like
Alright.
our Ezreal Seraphine's going to be getting pushed for the wave. Doesn't matter because there's not going to be a fight at Scuttle with Skarner going topside. So we'll see what they
Throw
use
some more
this push
Qs
for.
to item. Throw some
Oh.
more Qs. Oh, he did it.
A dash in from Lucian, surprising.
Oh, is he gonna E to that? I thought he was about a wombo combo.
Just
this
walk
guy.
right through it. That would have been nice. A little bit of poke. Yep. That
Oh, dodges
LeBlanc
the-
poke, very
Dodges the,
annoying. Good E dodge. If he tanked that E, he'd be very low health, so.
Thank God it's
Good
not
dodge.
that guy who put like 600 games into LeBlanc's.
Whoa. Adam going for a play here. Be very low.
Yeah. He's got biscuits.
Yep.
He can
New
chow
biscuits
down.
very strong for
What did they
situations
change
like
about
that.
biscuits?
So now they no longer give mana at all.
Do they
It's
give
just
scaling
health.
health with how low you are?
Yeah, exactly. So the lower your health, the more health you're going to be getting.
No mana is an interesting change to those.
I know it's
Kinda like that.
not fun as a mid laner.
I was
I'll
about
tell
to
you
say,
that.
as a mid laner, that kind of sucks. But for top laner,
I don't know if Simon meant to E onto him or something, but
I mean, I
get
don't
a
know
little
why
bit of
she
poke on LeBlanc.
flashed.
LeBlanc flashed for some reason. So hey,
it's,
good for us. Skarner's going through on the Nocturne.
oh my God, run Nocturne.
Too far away, and they're just gonna take it back. Walk on out.
Adam, eat a biscuit.
Oh,
Monsieur,
Adam
eat
might
a
be scared here.
biscuit. Eat a biscuit.
Monsieur, please.
Monsieur, please eat a biscuit.
Monsieur, you have
We're
two.
contractually obligated to call them by their in-game names on the cast.
Oh, and we see Skarner up top looking to get a gank on this.
Uh-oh.
on
Monsieur, run away.
Monsieur here.
Oh,
and,
huge flash.
Good
I
flash.
think he's actually out.
Ooh, E to try and get away. Dang, he's gonna get out. Seems to be able to back, TP back up, and hopefully catch the wave. Good job by Monsieur there. Not falling for the gank. And getting Set's flash. At the same time, I didn't even notice they both flash, so it's really just a trade
Oh,
of
goodness.
flashes.
Wait. Oh, wait, never mind. I was like, what is going on? Because Monsieur's TP just went down while he was already in
Oh,
lane,
yeah,
but I
yeah.
guess the icon only changes when TP cast is over.
Yeah, instead of when it's being cast. That makes sense. And it looks like both bot laners got a reset.
Got a big CS gap bot lane. Pretty good one mid lane.
A little bit down top, but overall gold looking even. A little bit up from Valpo just due to the small CS differences, but
Last game, by this time we were up 800.
that's very interesting. I didn't know that. I'll have to look back at it.
Yeah, that gold graph is going to be kind of crazy from the last game.
Good. Got Simon swapped down to bot so that
Good rotations.
yep,
Like,
our
I
bot
think
lane going back up for grubs.
it's been good to watch over the season. I think the team's gotten a lot better about actually rotating bot lane and mid lane to.
Yeah, we've gotten a lot better at
Grubs.
it. We've gotten a lot better at doing it sooner as well. We would
Yeah,
talk about it,
yeah.
but we would always be late
I mean, that's
before. But now we're like, okay, grubs up at 6. We need to plan a
easier said
minute
than
ahead.
done. Easier said than done.
It is a lot easier said than done.
Uh-oh.
Blake getting
my-
chunked a little bit here, but he'll get out.
Item's beating that guy up. First dragon goes to Cleary. That's definitely something I think they learned from last game was they kind of watched us take dragon and then didn't do anything. Take grubs and didn't do anything, but
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, whoa, big bubble by
knockup.
Nami, and it looks like they're gonna get Diadem's flash here and walk on out. Yeah, flash and barrier from Diadem and the heal from the Law.
that's a clean play from Lay Pancake.
Yeah, that was a very clean bubble from Le Pancake, and it looks like Skarner's behind them, and they'll be looking for another play mid here in a second.
Jump scare from Skarner.
I think Diadem might get jump scared soon.
God, he's still there.
And it looks like
Oh,
we're gonna
here
take a
goes
Nocturne
Nocturne.
ult in.
Lay
We're gonna be
Pancake!
fighting on it.
Lay Pancake.
Uh,
The Pancake
Oh, Le
lives.
Pancake barely survives.
Oh,
The
the
Law
Law is
and
almost dead.
Super Bear very low.
the
And
Law.
it looks like they'll be getting first blood on the Law here. We have Orianna rotated back up. Everyone is back into mid lane. No one is pushing bot waves right now. We just had a
It's an
full
ARAM.
4-on-4 fight.
We're honoring our NA heritage. of
Yes, we are.
NA ramming it. Bear up on CS. Garner taking the blue buff. That's what you like to see. If
Mhm.
you're a Cleary fan, you like to see those blue buffs.
It looks like Gold's a little more evened out now with that kill. As Valpo still
Hit the
has
knockup.
the CS
Auto him.
leads.
I think that's one thing that Monsieur still needs a little improvement on is actually using those brittle procs as Ornn. Because like if you have the mark on them, there's absolutely no reason not to stop for a second and get the auto.
Yeah,
It's like you
weaving
start
your
them for a
autos
second.
in throughout your combo is definitely like a very integral part of Ornn. Ooh, and he barely gets out with his E there, Monsieur.
Like even if they're chasing you, you should still auto them for the brittle proc because it knocks them back.
Yeah, gives a little knockback and
bunch of damage.
yeah.
But Monsieur's doing a good job of staying at least a little bit even on CS. 12's
I
not
mean,
the worst
he's-
thing in the world into kind of a rough matchup.
Yeah, definitely a bad matchup for Ornn here, and ooh,
Oh, and that
we'll
is
see a big play from the bot
damage.
lane here.
The Pancake going down.
Diadem
Diadem's gonna
getting
chase
kill.
the entity.
Ooh, and 1 health entity getting away there. We also see in the bot lane, Sal Sushi looks like he's half health.
I
he's
mean,
still
I think
up a
he's
level.
going for it in a second. Oh, what?
Oh,
Hello, Windows.
sorry about that.
Welcome back.
Little technical difficulty, a little
Okay, the
Windows
stream's
having
back now,
fun.
too. I mean, it's just looking.
And
out
it,
for
ooh, it
us.
looks like Sal Sushi might have to flash
Oh,
here.
I think Salshuzi's gonna.
Oh, Outlier flashing the
gonna go
ult,
down
and
here. I mean, that was
Outlier's
pretty
gonna
clean.
get the solo kill. Dang. Yep, the Hextech alternator on LeBlanc definitely gives a lot of damage early.
See, that's one of my gripes with that champion. You get Hextech Alternator on LeBlanc, and all of a sudden it's like your full build.
It really does feel like that as any squishy champion in the game. It feels like LeBlanc might as well be full build after that item, but Outlier's going to get a little bit of that lead back, getting a kill and getting some free farm bot lane while Sal Sushi's in base, but Valpo still has the gold lead, and it looks like we're going to be fighting over grubs here.
Who do you got winning this one? If you had to put a bet down.
My
for
money's
this
always on
scrunch. Your
Valpo.
money's always on Valpo. I respect it. I respect it.
It looks like the enemy doesn't have vision in this bush.
Oh,
and we'll be
Orianna
able
is
to
gonna TP.
get on this Nami. Oh, there's a TP right in the middle.
Oh,
Coming from LeBlanc, and LeBlanc will just
is
ult out.
running away. LeBlanc is out
Now,
of there.
They're just gonna have to find a way to
Is
re-engage,
the
or they're just
whole
gonna have to
map
give 6
here?
grubs.
The whole map is here.
There's a 5v5.
Oh, Lucian ulting.
Nami ult going through.
I'm thinking Super is
Oh,
gonna
big
be
settle.
Set's right in the middle of them. This is gonna be a gigantic set W.
Big
Oh,
Skarner ult. Whoa,
huge! No,
from Monsieur.
oh,
Double knockup.
Wow. that was a
And
that
that's
was
gonna be a
great
triple.
ult. Yeah, that was like a
Amazing play by Monsieur to knock up 3 people twice
yeah,
with his ult
that
followed
was,
up with his E.
That was really good.
Very
that was
big
honestly
turn. It was
looking a little hairy
scary.
for
Yeah,
Valpo there, but that was really clutch.
it was looking a little scary with the Nami ult. Wow, LeBlanc does a lot of damage, but it looks like
Revenge.
Sal Sushi's going to get his get back on LeBlanc. And now Valpo's sitting comfortably with a 3,000 gold lead, only 12 minutes in. Adam's going to get his wave pushed and hopefully not get it frozen on him.
Set W just kind of does nothing with the items that he has right now. Like Set has
does
built
not.
0 health. currently.
Right.
So that, I mean, Set W doesn't do a whole lot.
Yeah, it looks like he's just going straight into Blade of the Ruined King, right? Is that on?
I think, I mean, that's the build path. I didn't know Set built that.
I mean, I would only assume just because set into
It's like Ornn.
Ornn needs something to chunk him. Set doing good at not letting the brittle proc on him, but he's not doing very much damage to this Ornn.
I mean, that's what the Sunfire does.
Yeah.
And he's gonna turn his slightly magical boots into very magical plated steel caps in a second.
Yeah, plated steel cap's very strong this game.
Because I mean, LeBlanc's their only source of real AP damage,
And it's only burst damage.
and it's
so
only burst
not-
damage, so Ornn just kind of doesn't care.
And it looks like they're gonna walk straight through the Orianna. Nocturne on Nami here. And it looks like Valpo's gonna back off.
Hit that brittle proc. If only
Alright,
we
still
had
get out of the
Ziggs.
trade.
If only we had Ziggs. Just
Yep, that
auto
turret
that
would be
turret.
gone.
That is a crazy
Love having
ability.
Ziggs, I
That is a
know.
crazy ability. It's like, oh, your
Ooh,
turret's
good
actually have
trade by
20% less
Monsieur.
health.
Yeah. And then after you upgrade it, it gets even more and more percentage. That's insane to me.
200 years. Probably like 300 years at this point.
Looks like we're gonna be trying to get this dragon here, not let Cleary get 2.
Is Skarner kind of just budget Udyr?
Udyr might be budget Skarner at this point. I'm not really
Really?
sure, but it looks like
Oh,
we're gonna get the Orianna
they're
Nocturne
going after
combo on
Skarner.
Skarner.
Oh god!
Oh,
They
followed
tried to
the
kidnap
Law
Super Rare.
Seraphine ult.
I mean, this is just
Great
very well
combo
executed.
by Sal Sushi and Super Bear, getting the ult on the Skarner, and then great follow up by the Law, getting an ult on the back
they
line
had to
as
save
well.
Super Rare. Skarner was trying to kidnap him.
Skarner did want to take him away.
Save my boy.
Valpo up now 4k gold.
That damage from Ezra was crazy. That was crazy.
Was doing a lot of damage now with fully built Triforce.
And that tier is coming along well. Only needs about 100 more stacks to
He'll be building that
max
next.
it out. Is he gonna get some shoes? I think he's gonna get some Lucidity boots.
Looks like he's gonna be going Lucidity boots, a
Shoes.
staple on Ezreal.
He's gonna get his Jordans.
Looks will be just focusing the tower to try and get mid lane.
Crack
Opened
open
up.
that mid turret. That's
First turret.
That's always a big piece to kind of fall, is the mid turret.
Yep, first turret by Valpo up now 5k gold, so we're just growing this lead larger and larger. Cleary will need to make a play, especially with their more early game team comp.
Yeah.
Just really need to look to try and fight and jump on.
Last game they had a pretty late game team comp. That
Yep.
was like kind of, we were saying like if they can just like stop fighting and just try and farm, they might have a shot, but they weren't able to just farm out like they needed to.
Yeah, plus our team comp was also pretty high scaling
Yeah.
with Corky and Ziggs, so ended up working out for us, but wow, Sal Sushi getting huge poke on LeBlanc, and Monsieur looks like he's in the middle of 3 right now.
Oh god, he's getting kidnapped.
He's getting kidnapped,
They
and he will
He's a
not be able to
tank.
get out of this one.
He's a tank. That took
No matter
so
how
long.
long he was able to tank, but Sal Sushi might be able to get this bot turret. LeBlanc is really low.
Yeah, that's
A
gonna be
quarter
another turret
health.
for Valpo
Yeah, that's a
here.
free turret for bot lane, and
Red team's turret has been
Diadem's even hitting the mid lane turret right now
I
free.
mean,
They
I
sent
think
everyone
Valpo is
top.
gonna lose top turret here and Rift Herald, so it's not completely for free. But oh my god,
Whoa, and it looks like
he's
jumping on
crazy.
LeBlanc.
He's unhinged.
Can he get him? And LeBlanc's gonna flash away. Actually, we didn't see it, but we see the cooldowns up. And we're gonna be
This is
taking
gonna be
mid tier
another
2.
mid turret. That
That's
is
a ton of
crazy.
turrets for Valpo.
Valpo's gold lead.
Oh,
has
but it
grown
looks
to
like-
about 6,500.
Yep, it looks like Cleary's looking to try and make him play here. Try
run
and
away.
fight.
The
But I
law's
don't
on the
think
run.
they'll be able to catch him.
Oh, big damage. Oh,
Big
oh,
damage.
that's gonna be a
So
big going on
ult
ult.
from Sal Sushi.
Oh,
It
and
looks like they'll
Orange
get the
here?
Skarner.
Hits
Orange
the
from
ult on
behind.
the Lucian.
Now, are they gonna look for Herald? Or are they gonna look for Inhib? They're gonna look for Lay
Monster's kind of a
Pancake.
sniper. Monster's kind of a sniper with the Ornal.
Diadem flashing over the wall to get onto the Nami. Really
Dang.
wanting that kill.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Gotta do what you gotta do, and it looks like they're pushing for Inhib.
The 17-minute inhib. I wouldn't take the inhib here personally.
I could see their reasoning for not wanting to, and their reasoning for wanting to. I could see if they
'Cause
want
it's
to take it and just keep pressure on the map, but it seems like they don't want to give gold to Cleary.
That gives a bunch of gold to Cleary, and there's not really
Yeah,
an
'cause you're never
objective
gonna
up
be
for
able to
another
clear the
2
waves.
minutes.
And we are just getting this Rift Herald for,
Because how long is an
Nothing here.
inhibitor down for? 3 minutes?
I
4
believe
minutes?
it's 3 minutes.
Feels like forever when you lose an inhib.
Looks like Valpo will be resetting back into the 1-3-1 with top lane going top, mid lane going bot, and the rest of the team hovering around mid. The Law heading into treacherous jungles trying to get this ward. Hopefully won't
Uh-oh.
get caught out by the Skarner.
Uh-oh.
But I don't
He's
think...
in danger. Cue the Jaws music.
Team
But-
Skarner's in danger, actually.
Yeah, we're not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with us.
Yeah.
Oh, Sal Sushi's just kind of taking this 2v1.
Yeah. I'm surprised by Sal
Fun.
Sushi's build. I would have expected Tier here to stop the LeBlanc burst, but it seems like he's just going full damage with Ludens
He's
and
gonna
Storm
build a
Surge.
crown. Crown. Of the
Crown. Oh, how I wish.
Shattered Queen, was it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what he's gonna build.
If only. It
I-
looks
I
like they're
love
going to
my-
get on
I-
set
I-
here.
Oh,
Maybe if he could have hit a W flash, but it
Yeah,
seems
he's
like Valpo will
swinging
just
at
get
the-
out there.
he's old man punches Cloud.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Nami just in the bush trying to get
Le
one
Pancake's
bubble.
a sniper. Le Pancake is kind of a sniper with those bubbles.
For real.
That might be Steph Curry.
It looks like Valpo's just taking jungle now. Getting Skarner flash even. Looks like Valpo's going to be going for this drag Mountain Soul this game.
Yep. Mountain Soul when you have an Ornn,
Always
really
nice.
good. That guy becomes indestructible. Pretty good on Nocturne too. Makes him a little more
A little-
survivable on those dives.
Yeah, when he is one of their main forms of engage on this team, Mountain's definitely good for Super Bear. It looks like LeBlanc's going to be poking out this Ornn. Seems like Outlier and Entity want to try and get a pick here, but they'll back off. Ornn very tanky right now. Valpo up almost 1,000 gold at 20 minutes. And we'll be getting another tier 2, up 1,000 now.
I mean, if you're Cleary, what are you looking to do this game? Like, what is your plan?
I mean, at this point, it's a little rough. But all they can really do is try and look for picks on Orianna or Ezreal or Seraphine if they're ever caught without more teammates near them. That would be
Ornn's
the
about
only
to
way
take
for
this
Clear to
crap.
get back.
That's gonna take forever.
This will take a while.
is
and
we're gonna be
Super
here a
Bear,
while.
Super Bear trading it off, thank God.
Play the Jeopardy theme song.
Mm-hmm. don't
I
know
think
if
Sal Sushi's out for blood.
I think so
I think
too.
he's gonna try to kill this set.
Ever since that one fight with LeBlanc where Sal Sushi died, I think he's been hunting ever since.
You seen any One Piece?
I'm not.
I've not seen any One Piece. Well,
Surprised they put Set in this lane against Sal Sushi because I don't think Set can ever
touch Orianna.
do anything.
Like,
And
what is he
LeBlanc,
supposed to do?
and on the other side of the map, LeBlanc can never fight into Ornn. Like LeBlanc never will do enough
It's like
damage.
Ornn can't touch LeBlanc, but LeBlanc also kind of can't put a dent in Ornn.
And
especially
look at
the
that
Mountain
poke
Dragon.
from Sal Sushi. I wouldn't be surprised if he just ults here and tries to get a kill. One more
Zilios needs
Q.
to build health.
He himself, W, get closer, or
He's just like paper because he has no health and no magic resist, and
Yeah.
he's going against this Orianna. Like, there's nothing he can do.
yeah.
That's why you got to build mathematically correct set.
I missed the mathematically correct set.
Just drop the whole team with a W.
And it looks like Valpo's going to be looking to take Baron at
Sneak
23
Baron?
minutes, up
It's about 11,000 gold.
1,000 gold. Looks like they're just trying to get this game done with quick. Oh,
Ah!
it looks like Skarner's on Orianna.
That's a jump scare. That is a jump
Ooh,
scare.
and
Oh
it looks like he got the
no!
Wow, Sal Sushi did a lot of damage there.
Oh,
Almost, and
Oh
he
my
got the
God!
kill on Lucian.
that's
Oh my.
that
I mean,
guy's
that was
not
the
normal.
only thing Cleary could do there, is
That's
look
not
for a
normal.
cross map, but Sal Sushi just so far ahead at this point.
he's in beast mode. I mean, does Valpo just 4-1 and end here?
I would not be surprised to see Valpo look to end the game now. I mean, they are just up so much gold, up an item or even two on all of their carries, so.
Got Baron, got no tower, mid lane. I mean, I think we're gonna see the game end pretty quickly
Yeah, it
here.
looks like, well, actually, it looks like they're going to be going back into their 1-3-1. I
That's
mean,
not
it's
the
not
worst
bad.
thing
It's
ever,
not
yeah.
bad for them because they win both of these side
Yeah,
lanes in
it's-
the way that the lanes are right now.
And
as we
yeah,
talked
the lanes are
earlier.
about even, because it's I mean, the minions are kind of in the same spot. Doesn't really matter if you put two people or one in each lane. I think the 1-3-1's actually probably a little better here,
Yeah,
especially with the mid turret already down.
yeah. When you have both your side laners so strong like that, you're able to do
'Cause,
1-3-1 and just push everything into their base.
It's a 4v3 in mid right now, and they're struggling to do anything.
I mean, Valpo just has so much range; they can just sit back and not get killed.
those
and
Baron
they'll be
cannons do the
slowly
work.
Winning. Yeah. Looks like Monsieur's even hitting the top turret right now. They've got no one
That was
matching
like a
him.
third of the tower there with that
Yeah.
demolished Brock.
Set's gonna have to move up there, and they're moving
Set
for mid,
still
so it looks
has-
like we'll get
oh.
damage on turret bot.
Set has officially purchased a ruby crystal. We've got some
Entity
help.
dashing in. Looks like. Gonna
Oh my
use
God.
Nocturne ult and just get that kill there. Nocturne's gonna go in on Skarner. Skarner's slamming him into the wall, getting an Ults
Oh,
pressing two of them.
both support ults coming out. Oh, this is gonna be a
Monsieur
huge.
with a
Oh,
huge ult.
everybody was gone. Everybody was gone.
And it looks like Valpo will push mid here and
And this is gonna be
end the
it.
game.
Yeah, I
Great
thought
to
that was
see
gonna be
a-
an awesome clip for Monsieur, but everybody kind of vanished before the ult came out.
Yeah. Great to see a good clean game, especially with Sal Sushi and Monster in there.
All right, and I mean, I don't think there's a ton to talk about after that one. It's
Yep.
that was a clean game across
Sal
the board.
Sushi doing the most damage by 10,000.
That he was chunking people.
He was doing a lot in that side lane against Set, especially just doing so much damage. But
Yeah, going. What is that item? What's it called again? The
Storm Surge?
Storm Surge. Storm Surge first instead of the Archangels. I mean, that just gives him a lot of damage.
Yep.
Instead of that health, but I mean, hey, you could say that the best defense is a good offense. Like that goes both ways.
Definitely.
Like,
I mean, it worked out for him here. So great
can't
job by
get you.
Valpo.
if they just explode before they get to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so thanks for tuning in to Valpo's 2-0 win against Cleary in our GLEC. Valpo advances to a 5-2 record in the GLEC.
Nice.
And we will see you guys on Tuesday for our NECC series.